everyone, my in-game name is Yui, and this is Star Wars Jedi Knight Jedi Academy. It's the last game in the Jedi Knight / Dark Forces series. This is a heavily adapted Quake 3 engine game featuring an awesome lightsaber system and force powers. So without further ado, let's get started here. And timer will start when I put my first input in the first levels. So we'll start in 3, 2, 1, go. So right here, I'm getting through this first level here, and I'm gonna rescue my friend Rush here.
Jaden, see if you can make your way around there.
And like so many descendants of Quake and its engine, one of the main movement mechanics we're going to see right out of the gate is Yui is going to be strafe jumping, which involves turning at an angle as she's in the air to just increase your speed. It is significantly faster than ground movement or jumping in a straight line.
Hey, maybe you can use your saber to make great.
And starting in the next level, I'm actually gonna start getting my force powers, and we're able to upgrade our light and dark side force powers at our own convenience. I stumbled on my words. And after taking out that first cultist, we're gonna get into the first training mission right over here. And we unlock the first set of force powers, which is force jump, force push, force pull, and force sense and force speed. So the broken thing about force jump, it's allowing me to clip out of bounds, as you see right here. And I'm actually skipping a lightsaber training portion, which is in that building. And I'm using a technique known as elevation boosting, which is jumping from a higher surface to a lower surface in this game. Because if I jump from a surface of the same elevation or higher, my speed will get cut in half instantly.
Solutions to problems aren't always obvious.
And here's the last trick here. And coming up after this level, we're actually going to start the first set of side missions, which is the Tier 1 missions. And we're able to pick 2 weapons, an explosive weapon, and 1 advanced force power.
Broadly, the way this game is laid out is you have a number of story missions and then a set of side missions after each one, of which you need to pick 4 out of 5 available side missions in order to progress back to the story missions. The ordering of the story missions here is such: we're going to start with Tier 1 Rail, which is a bit of an early reset point in the run because we're going to be abusing some jumps on these rails to the sides here to skip a instant kill plane.
Yeah, usually we would opt to play this level last because we would take 2 force powers into this level in order to mitigate damage, but because I'm just very comfortable with jumping over the death trigger there, I opted to go for Force Lightning because Force Lightning is really fun to play.
That's a very clean rail. You also notice right away is that Jedi Academy allows for quick saving and quick loading. So oftentimes the backup strat for any particular segment or difficult part in the run is just take another shot at it, which allows for the movement in this game to be incredibly fast and free-flowing as well.
And coming up to this next train, there's going to be a bomb in the next train. If I don't disable that bomb, then the whole entire level will just do an instant death trigger, and I actually can't get saved by it, even if I had the 2 force powers that we would opt in this level.
Bad news, Jaden. The tram is speeding up. I think they're going to ram it into the station. You have to
And there's the end trigger. Get past these mercenaries.
Nice, very clean
And it
rail.
ends that level.
Jaden. I took out those ships, so I think we're in the clear now. Excellent.
And then here I'm just doing a little bit of menu managing, putting my Force Lightning at level 2. And over here I'm going to be featuring a little function called bit restart, which is the same thing as resetting our graphics settings. But the cool thing that it allows me to do is it allows me to enter into this cutscene. And if you ever played this game casually, you'll notice that I am not triggering any of the sandworms in the sand.
Hello?
because they are not yet active, which will allow me to get 2 parts. And on top of that, it will allow me to get the furthest part in the sand, which is all the way out here in the desert, without getting eaten. And then once the cutscene ends, it's going to teleport me back to the beginning of the level. However, the part that I just picked up will stay inside my inventory, and I'm able to deposit it into the ship right here. And then I just continue through the level normally.
And now, of course, the sandworms are active, so this movement looks like some careful strafe jumping as well as a few well-placed thermal detonators to draw their aggro away, because we do not have the time to get eaten today.
And coming up to this last part here, there is a worm there, and I do not want to get eaten. And I'm able to deposit the last part here.
That should do it.
Nice. In that final movement, you also began to see something that you will take advantage of for huge swaths of the run, which is known as spin glitch. Like how Yui mentioned, elevation boosting lets you keep your velocity across chain jumps. Due to a single oversight on a single line of code in the game, spinning your lightsaber also mitigates that VRGI, velocity reduction on ground impact. And so it lets her keep tremendous amounts of speed in these strafe jump chains.
Coming up here in this little wall right here, it's known as Canyon Climb, and for some reason, the developers left these small undefined pixels in the mountain, but because I know where those pixels are, I can actually jump onto these walls and go up top here.
Nice.
And there's one more invisible wall that's over here, which will allow me to skip going through the tunnel in the next portion instantly to the sand crawler. And what I'll be doing here is a small little technique called animation clipping, and it only works in third person. So I clipped my head through the bottom of the sand crawler, and if I can see the enemies with force sense all inside, then I know I've done it correctly, which will allow me to rescue the droid that's inside from the outside. And I'm just gonna push some boxes that's through this wall over here, then come down and kill these last few enemies, which will end the level.
Good work.
Would this be a good time to squeeze in some donations, Yui?
Probably, let's say about 2.
That's 2?
Yeah.
I've got it. We've got a $5 donation from Covert Muffin to say best of luck with the run.
Hey,
Yui.
Cobra Muffin! Oh
May
my
this Vader bike, the reverse door crouchies be in your favour. And on that note, we've got another $5 donation because I think I can hear a train coming. A $5 donation train, that is. And that was from Corny Cecile Morty to say, let's make this as difficult as possible for Sabera, other than to... let's try that again. Possible for Sabera, other than to raise some more money for Malala Fund. So that's a reason as well. I think we've got this, chat. Let's get a $5 donation chain going. And let's get the incentive met. Just a reminder, that is Axiom Verge upgrade to hard mode. Thank you.
Awesome. Yeah, I, for one, am a defender of the Star Wars prequels, so I would sure love it if chat started a donation train with your favorite silly line from the prequels, just personally.
Oh, I love that. Oh, I love it. Great idea.
Ooh. So over here, I just missed the 2 crouch boosts I was going to do, but that's okay. Over here, this trick right here is called the Greedo Speedo, so I'm going to be wedging this Rodian into the elevator, which will allow me to skip hitting 2 tractor beams, which is up top over there, and going towards the end of the level to the Millennium Falcon, killing these last few mercenaries. And then I'm going to kill these Rodians with the splash damage of thermal detonators, because for some reason Rodians have less hit points than humans.
Nicely.
And that's going to take us back to some story missions here. And on Hoth, we get a vehicle level. Our vehicle of choice being, of course, the Tauntaun. and Tauntaun physics are a little bit busted. In just a moment, Yui's going to be setting up a trick called Ice Skater, where by getting thrown off this next Tauntaun in a very specific way, you can actually alter its deceleration value, so it decelerates less, and we will see exactly what that exploit allows her to do.
Yeah, so coming up here is going to be just that, so I'm going to take this Tauntaun, and for some reason when we go up this mountain right here, it will straight up knock me up. I'm not going to jump off, it just knocks me off the Tauntaun automatically, and that lowers the deceleration value of the Tauntaun, so the Tauntaun slows down at a less rate. And with that, I'm going to try to pop myself up here. Ooh, yes, first try, thank you.
Awesome.
So I popped myself up over an invisible wall, and that will allow me to go all the way here to the end of the level where a Tauntaun should never go.
Oh, poor Tauntaun.
Poor Tauntaun, yeah. And coming up to this level here, I'm just going to be shooting a bunch of snowtroopers in the knee, because for some reason when you shoot a snowtrooper in the knee, it's a one-hit kill, and with this we like to call it Skyrim strats, and
Because,
this
of
level
course.
is just going to be me doing that a few times, so we have time for a few donations here.
Of course, we've got some lovely ones coming in to help us with that Axiom Verge incentive. We're currently at $375 there, chat, and we
Oh
need to
my
get up to
goodness.
1,500 before the run. So please, please, please get those donations in so we can see hard mode. We have got a lovely $10 donation from Full Metal Jumpsuit that says, "Hi, Unnatural, full metal jumpsuit here. Wishing luck on your run. Hope you have a Duranta run of fun. May the Force be with you."
Oh, thank you.
Fantastic. Time for another one?
Yeah, one more.
We also had a lovely $5 donation from Anonymous come in to say, "First try." And I love that $5 donation, and also the appreciation of how awesome you're doing at this game.
Thank you guys so much. So coming up here, we're about to get to the first boss of the level, the game actually, which is Allura. And I'm going to be featuring a force power called Dark Rage. And what Dark Rage does, it prevents me from going below 1 health. And not only does it prevent me from going below 1 health, it also stops me from getting parried by other lightsabers. So I'm able to chop through Allura with a little bit of ease there. Coming up
Very
to
clean
the
fight.
second side missions here.
And you noticed when you activated Dark Rage that her health started slowly depleting, which is going, or rather quickly depleting actually, which is going to be relevant for this trick because she's activating Force Rage here to stop her from dying, and then we're setting up this speeder bike in a very specific position so that she can hit herself with it.
First try, thank goodness.
Amazing. That trick is brutal in PV attempts. That was awesome, Yui.
It's the marathon luck, right?
It's the marathon luck. But yeah, notice that she's on 1 HP here in the bottom left. Fortunately, this is the end of the level because knocking yourself up that entire cliff cuts out the entire path that the developers intended.
So in this level here, the end of the level is actually over this broken bridge over here. But because I have Force Jump level 2 and Spin Glitch on my side here, I'm able to throw myself over the invisible wall that's like over here somewhere and go all the way to the end of the level. And in the beginning when I was menu managing, I actually took this DMP electromagnetic pulse 2 gun because it will allow me to take out those droids with ease over there with a little bit of force pull canceling, which will allow me to fire the weapon twice in a row. And in this level, my lightsaber and weapons were confiscated. However, I took a small E11 blaster in the beginning of the level, and that's going to carry me through victory here.
As luck would have it, you get basically the only weapon you need for anything in this level.
And there's actually a way to skip the elevator that's over there by like a few seconds if I jump up this piece of platform correctly. First try, thank goodness.
That is, in my humble opinion, the most important swag strat in the run. It saves something like 1 second versus taking the elevator that's right next to you, but it is morally imperative.
And coming up here, while I am using the blaster, I am going to be using a force power called Force Sense, because if you can see here, the blaster sort of shoots in a scatter pattern, but when I activate Force Sense, it's going to give me 100% accuracy on my weapon. Let's see if I can get it up here and defeat the boss, which is all the way up there. Just shooting him a bit. There we go.
Very clean.
And this level here is going to have a Rancor in it, which is going to be very, very scary. And I'm going to be rescuing several prisoners on this level. So coming up to this little lower portion, there are 4 prisoners right there. I am going to kill 3 of them.
Head to the arena entrance.
But
Hello,
I'm going
Ranker.
to kill I'm going to kill all 4 of them at a specific time, but 3 had to die in the beginning there. And right here, I'm just doing a little bit of animation clipping to... Oh, no. Get away from me. Get away from me. No, get away. It's okay. And I'm just going to do a little bit more of those animation clips for these next few minutes. So if we have any donations, now is a good time to read them. Let's say
Of
2.
course, we've got 2. Yep, not a problem. We've got quite a lot coming through with the $5 donation train. We have got Vivi, $5 to say, I have the high ground. Choo choo. Which is also my favourite line, I believe, from Star Wars.
It's a classic.
I have the high ground. It's a classic. It's a classic. We also had $5 come in from Sam YZ to say, 1 ticket to the Axiom Verge train, please. Keep that train going. Keep those donations coming. We appreciate you, chat. Thank you.
So coming over here, I am going to kill the final prison captain, which will blank out my screen.
Okay, it's clear now.
And then I'm going to wait till my screen goes black to get the security key, and then I quick save and quick load there.
Kyle, this is Jaden. That's all of
And
it.
then that will allow me to give these people that have went over here and they spawned away because they got rescued.
Nice work. Luke's coming up.
Nice. And now we get to start seeing some of the craziest strafe jump chains in this next level in a little bit here.
So what I did there was I shot the flashette weapon, which is a shotgun weapon. I shot it at the ground, which will cause Kyle to force push me and give me a little bit of a boost to this door. And I'm just gonna navigate a little bit of these tight, small spaces here, past these troopers, little bits of spins. And in this small portion, there is a small ledge here that I can actually grab on without having to go to the ramp to climb all the way to this area. And coming up here is a skip we like to call Suomi skip, which was founded by a runner called Savasuka. And it's a very difficult skip, so I'm gonna stop talking here for a bit and I'm gonna concentrate.
Yes, basically this is just a sequence of very tight strafe jump chains, including some out of bounds geometry here to skip a large part of the level. Nice.
There we go. And this trick right here would actually be 100 times easier if I use the Stuka rifle. However, just because I think it's funny, and because it slays Cobra Muffin, I like to do it without the super rifle.
Shout outs to Covert and shout outs to Swag Strats.
I love you,
and
Cobra
Rugs.
Muffin. And coming up to this level here, I'm going to be showing off a little bit of lightsaber strats. So here, paired with force speed and a technique called Saber Fan and Saber Wiggle, I'm able to take out all those cultists instantly with yellow. And now I'm just going to wait for Kyle to get over here and open the door. I'm going to push him out of the way, so that way when the door opens, he doesn't get in my way. And this little skip right here, instead of rescuing Kyle, we are just going to leave him there. And this is called Bildo Skip, founded by Bill Doctorn. Also an amazing runner. And the super rifle can push us upward. It can also push us downward. So I pushed myself downward in that small little vent area. And then coming up to this little portion here, jumping up to the top of these roof parts, it's just gonna be me taking out these lasers normally. So we probably have time for like, let's say 2 donations right here.
Of course, I've always got some ready to share with you.
Awesome.
We have a lovely $25 from D Magico that says, "Hello everyone, I'm a bit late in donating, but I've been watching since the beginning. Good luck everyone, and Jedi Academy is one of my favourite Star Wars games. Have a fantastic day everyone, and keep on keeping on." That was a lovely one. We've also got a lovely $25 from Potato of Fate. Fantastic username, might I add. Saying Axiom Verge, supporting both the upgrade to hard mode and the Terminator costume for Trace. Axiom Verge 1 and 2 are such amazing games. I'm always happy to see them on GDQ stage. Oh, and because I won't be able to catch the run live in the Terminator voice, I'll be back for the recording. And that takes us, at the moment, we're at $535 on the Axiom Verge. We need 1,500 to get it into hard mode. Go on, chat, you can do it.
So right here, this room is called Robot Room because there are several droids that I'm going to have to kill right here. And I'm just doing a little bit of full canceling to fire this DMP gun more than once without cooldown. And then I'm just going to be coming up to the true last boss, in my opinion, which is the Reborn that's in this little room right here.
Yeah, this one Saber enemy is much more difficult to get through sometimes than most of the actual bosses in this game. Just sort of know.
So right here is actually the last boss right there, Rosh Pennin. But because I have force speed, guess what? Force speed, roll, and then just saber up the butt.
And that's Rosh.
And that's Rosh. And now coming up here is T3 Rip, and this also is one of the more difficult jump chains, so I'm going to concentrate here a bit.
Yeah, and in addition to the jump chain that Yuli's going for here, you're going to see a strategic use of Force Protect, which, in addition to mitigating generally incoming damage, also mitigates fall damage, which is a thing. And so if this chain works in full, you will see Yui end the level here, or end the chain with under 20 health. That
Thank
was very
goodness. I wasn't even doing that good on this one in practice. I was like, sheesh. And that ends the level. And coming up here to Yalara, I'm going to be taking heal 2 just in case I don't want to die. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to do 2 spin glitches here, and then I'm going to shoot myself up with the Stuka rifle, which will allow me to get up to the small little waterfall area there and skip having to go through all the enemies in that building. And here's another skip right here because there is a small undefined pixel right here in the rocks. And then over here, I'm just going to shoot the Stuka rifle backwards twice to land onto this bridge and skip having to fight all the enemies and snaking my way through this tunnel.
Yeah, awesome. And you can see a large part of this level is also just managing the amount of force you have. That's the blue gauge in the bottom right, because these force jumps do deplete it. And so this is some very careful management, as the last jump, after all of the Stuka rifle use, has to be just a little troll on our way towards the end of the level.
And this is like, I forgot what they call this room, but it's like, it's a really bad room, but thank God nothing happened.
Narrowly dodging death there.
Because there is a blue cultist in there, which has Force Lightning level 3, and if he shoots me with Force Lightning level 3, that is actually going to slow me down by a significant amount. Let's go over here to Abyss. And I'm actually picking up the jetpacks this time instead of the thermal detonators, because those are going to play later into the level. So I'm just going to be navigating through the small hallways here. So we have time for maybe, let's say, 3 donations.
Awesome. I love squeezing those donations in. Thank you, Yuri. We have got a fantastic $25 from Anonymous that says, speedrunning is a pathway to times some consider to be unnatural.
Hey.
Is it possible to learn this power? Fantastic. We've had a whopping $100 from Leviathan saying, loved playing Axiom Verge myself, hoping to see the incentive met. Thank you, GDQ, especially those behind the scenes who might only be seen when things go wrong with the address distributor. Thank you very much. On that note, I've got a little bit more information about this incentive, folks. So, hard difficulty increases the health of all enemies, the speed of all bosses, and the amount of damage that Trace takes. So if you want to see Sabera have a hard time but a good time, make sure you are getting those donations in. We are currently at $1,135. Very, very close. Thank you so much, Yui, for letting me interrupt.
Amazing. And the thing about this is that it's on a full global level cycle. So all of that movement was on a very tight time limit so that Yui could reach that gun terminal to be able to shoot down those TIE fighters from the moment the level started.
And there is the use of the jetpacks that I placed in the beginning. And I'm just going to take out these stormtroopers and officers with the rocket launcher and end the level.
That was a close. We have.
Coming up to this last side mission right here is going to be T3 Bounty, which is the Boba Fett fight.
Some of the weapons
But because I've been restarted into the level, he's not going to mess with me for the beginning portion, because he is our good little RNG troll. And this is actually just a very, very, very relaxing level in my opinion. So I say we have time for, let's say, 3 more donations.
Of course. Thank you very, very much. We have a $5 donation from Nix that says, I don't like sand, but I love good causes. And what is more of a good cause than Malala Fund? Fantastic. I love that. We also had $25 from Rocky12799 that says, let's hear that serene music in free enterprise. Looking forward to that great co-op run later. And you say you've got time for one more?
Yeah, one more.
Lovely. We'll go with another $5, keeping that train going by VV to say good luck to all the runners. We're doing very close. 1,140 out of 1,500 to get hard mode. We can do it, chat.
We can do it.
We can do it.
Right, so
There's one more bomb here, so I say we can do one more. Okay, now it's the Boba Fett fight. Hopefully he doesn't troll me, because I'm going to try to meet him up top where he spawns. And is he up there? He is up there. Do not do the worst case scenario like last time.
Yeah, that was a
Thank
very
goodness.
clean Boba Fett. Sometimes he likes to shoot rockets directly at you as you're trying to get up to his spawn point.
I was running a hotfix with Cobra Muffin like in January, and Boba Fett shot me with a rocket launcher, and that like screwed up everything.
It had to be Boba Fett, didn't it?
Yeah.
Had to be Boba Fett.
He's our good little RNG troll. So because I have the Stuka rifle right there, and I'm able to shoot myself upwards, it allows me to turn one of the longest levels casually into one of the shortest levels. I'm just gonna do a little bit of spins right here to get to the end here.
Awesome.
And I'm just going to navigate myself through these small hallways here, and I'm going to try to skip a big portion by jumping up here past these big magma thingies over there.
Nice.
And I'm going to try to skip a cutscene by going past Alora right there. And getting through this laser as fast as I can. And usually you would have to navigate your way through all the way there, but you can just jump down with Force Protect. Lovely.
Yeah, weirdly enough, the force powers in this game are very good. Being able to stave off all damage, death, fly, essentially, especially when combined with mechanics like strafe jumping and spin glitch.
It's the Force. You gotta believe.
Exactly, and this is another instant kill plane that Yu's been trying to hit on a cycle. Giving us a little bit of trouble here.
Yeah, I missed it. It's okay. Well, that will allow me to get past here. Secret area has health here. And coming up here to the final boss of this level, which is Alora, and it's the light side and dark side choices that I can make up here. I'm actually gonna go for the light side ending this time because, in my opinion, it's faster. Just in my opinion. So I'm going to force grip here. Hopefully Alora pushes me.
Show yourself.
There we go. There we go.
Yeah, and that
Allowing
breaks,
me to kill her instantly.
that breaks the AI, so yes, some more Saber Fan and Wiggle, and that's our boss. We're coming up on the final two story missions, the final levels of the game here.
Could I squeeze a couple of Star Wars
Yep,
quotes
yep.
and donations out there? Awesome. Non-binary code donated $5. Carrying on with that chain, thank you, to say I am the Senate. Also, as always, trans rights. Love. Love it very much so. We've also got a absolutely wonderful and very generous $500 donation from Willow that says Axiom Verge hard mode hasn't been met yet. We should change that. Yes, we should. We're getting awfully close. Oh, wait. I've just gone to the screen. Guess what? We've made it.
Awesome.
Axiom Verge hard mode will be happening. I'm very glad my screen refreshed right the minute it did.
Nice.
Congratulations.
Awesome.
And also, can I just say, my Star Wars brain is so happy watching you play this game, Yui.
Thank you. So right here is another difficult trick, which is called Brenda. Oh, there we go.
Nice.
So I'm throwing my lightsaber down into the tomb to hit two pillars, and I can't see the lightsaber, so I have to feel where it's going. And over here is the final level. And the end of the level is over there in Ragnos' tomb, which I'm gonna try to jump with my super rifle. Thank goodness.
Time is coming up surprisingly quickly here. Just going to navigate through this tomb, and then it's going to be very quick boss death, cutscene, very quick second phase death.
Alright, get ready on time. Be nice to me. You don't want a time.
There it is. Good. GG.
Awesome.
Yes!
Congratulations.
Thank
That was
you.
fabulous.
No! This
And so tell us, where can people find you?
So I stream on Twitch, twitch.tv/unnatural with 3 N's. And I like to give a small shout out, first of all, to my commentator partner, Quacksilver. Thank you so much for accompanying me in this run, and Abbienies for hosting me.
Anytime. I thoroughly enjoyed myself.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me along. This was a ton of fun. I like Star Wars games hit the spot in a way few other games can.
And shout out to JK, the Jedi Academy speedrunning community. They've been super welcoming, friendly to me, helpful, very, very helpful. Covert Muffin, Mr. Lay, see, Dr. Meowington, Your Solutions, Ajiki, Jane Noam, Tau Sky. Let's see, let's also shout out the multiplayer community. KR Clan, let's see, Falcon, Joppins, Abazaki, John, Zalek, Mystical Potato, Cloud, my friends in the competitive side of Jedi Academy multiplayer, Water, Robert, Sammy, Crime Lord, Ross, Seismic, Bone Grip. And thank you to Frame Fatals for giving me the opportunity to run a game that's like close and dear to my heart.
Okay, absolutely fantastic. I thoroughly enjoyed that. That run took me back to my Star Wars days. I hope that it did for you as well. Now, I've just got a quick donation. The donation that pushed us over the edge was from Anonymous, $355. So generous to say less than 3. Less than 3 indeed. Now, stay buckled in, chat. We're going to go to a quick break and we'll be right back with more action. Hello, friends, and welcome back. You are watching Frost Fatales 2023, and my name is Abbienies, and I am your host. We would like to thank Japanese Restream for providing an alternate language broadcast of Frost Fatales 2023. Japanese Restream is a community where people can enjoy various speedrun events held abroad in Japanese. They are broadcasting the event at twitch.tv/Japanese_Restream on a delay. Check out the schedule by doing !Restream in the chat. We would love for viewers to join their stream and support the event. The Yeti is one of our official sponsors for Frost Fatales 2023. They create amazing merch, apparel, and vinyl for video games and pop culture. And for this event, a portion of the purchase price from all items in the Frost Fatales collection will be donated directly to Malala Fund. You can find out more at www.theyeti.com. And chat, aren't those designs beautiful? Okay, folks, I am so hyped that we made the Axiom Verge hard mode incentive. It is going to be awesome. And we had so many donations come in that helped us get there. Let's go through some of them. Ewok Ninja donated $100 during that run to say, I'm a casual speedrunner and totally use your AV2 all URN run as a guide to get a sub 40. Just wanted to say thanks and good luck in the run. Sorry, not sorry about putting this towards seeing hard mode. I'm so glad you're not sorry because I can't wait to see Sabera do this. Pancakes donated $25 to say, Sabera running Axiom Verge can only be good. Let's get that hard mode. Thank you for your generous donation that helped us get there. We also had a $25 donation from Needlekind that said, I just want to say I have the best twin sister ever at Adorabibble. 70k hype. Thank you for getting us there. Love to see that amazing dance. Now, without further ado, it is time to finally get to see Axiom Verge hard mode. This is going to be 100% run by Sabera Messier on the PC. Take it away, Sabera. I can't wait to see this.